In 2002, Senegal walked onto a World Cup pitch against France, the defending world champions, and nobody gave them a chance. What happened next became one of the most iconic upsets in football history. Tonight at MetLife Stadium, these two teams meet again. Same competition, same group stage. 24 years later, this is everything you need to know. Let's go back to 2002 in South Korea and Japan. France arrived as defending World Cup champions, having won the tournament on home soil in 1998. They also held the European Championship title. They were the best team on the planet. Zidane, Henry, Vieira, Trezeguet, unstoppable. Senegal were making their World Cup debut. Nobody knew their players. Nobody feared them. In the 30th minute, Papa Bouba Diop scored. Senegal won, France 0. The score stayed that way. Senegal beat the world champions on the biggest stage in football. Players dancing around the corner, flag in celebration. One of the most joyful, electric moments in World Cup history. France were eliminated in the group stage without scoring a single goal. Senegal went on to reach the quarterfinals, still their greatest World Cup achievement. France arrive at the 2026 World Cup as one of the two biggest favorites to lift the trophy alongside Brazil. They won the World Cup in 2018. They reached the final in 2022 before losing to Argentina on penalties. 3 consecutive tournament finals. No team in the world has come close to that consistency. Coach Didier Deschamps has announced this will be his final tournament in charge of France before stepping down. He won the World Cup as a player in 1998 and as a manager in 2018. He wants one more. The squad is arguably the most talented France have ever assembled, and that is saying something extraordinary. In goal, Mike Maignan, a AC Milan goalkeeper, commanding, aggressive, and one of the best shot stoppers in the world. In defense, William Saliba returns to full fitness after a back scare and partners Dayot Upamecano at center back. Jules Koundé and Theo Hernandez provide attacking quality at fullback. In midfield, Aurelien Tchouameni sits deep and protects the defense. Alongside him, Adrien Rabiot provides energy and box-to-box running. Ousmane Dembélé on the right, fresh off winning the Champions League and scoring 35 times in the campaign. Michael Olise provides creativity from the right. Desire Doué or Bradley Barcola on the left, and through the middle, Kylian Mbappe. France's captain, the best player at this tournament, he is closing in on becoming France's all-time male leading scorer. Every movement, every run, every decision is designed to create space for him. The depth behind these players is extraordinary. Real Madrid's Eduardo Camavinga couldn't even get into the squad. That tells you everything about the level France have right now. Senegal are not here just to make up the numbers. They qualified for this World Cup unbeaten, finishing top of their African qualifying group, conceding just 3 goals in 10 matches. 5 clean sheets in their last 7 games going into this tournament. They are appearing at their 3rd consecutive World Cup, 2018, 2022, and now 2026. For an African nation, that consistency is remarkable. In 2022, they reached the round of 16 before losing to eventual champions England 3-0. They were improving. Coach Pape Thiaw has built this team around a solid defensive block and dangerous counter-attacking football. They know they cannot match France in possession. They do not intend to try. Their plan is simple. Stay compact, be hard to break down, and release their attackers on the counter-attack at pace. In goal, Edouard Mendy, former Chelsea goalkeeper, Champions League winner, one of the most experienced goalkeepers at this tournament. At the back, Kalidou Koulibaly, the captain, former Napoli and Chelsea centre-back, now in Saudi Arabia, 36 years old. This is almost certainly his last World Cup. He brings leadership, aggression, and the ability to dominate physically against any striker in the world. In midfield, Lamine Camara is Senegal's engine. Young, energetic, and capable of winning the ball in dangerous areas. Up front, Nicholas Jackson leads the line. The Chelsea striker brings physical presence and the ability to hold the ball up and bring teammates into play. And then, Sadio Mane, the captain of the 2021 Africa Cup of Nations winning team, arguably the greatest Senegalese player in history. He missed the entire 2022 World Cup through a knee injury, sitting in the stands watching his teammates get eliminated without him. He is fit, he is back, and he wants to write a different ending to his World Cup story. France and Senegal are in Group I, alongside Norway and Iraq. This is the closest thing the 2026 World Cup has to a group of death. France versus Senegal tonight at MetLife Stadium, the same ground that will host the World Cup final on July 19th, June 22nd, France face Iraq, Senegal face Norway. June 26th, France face Norway. Senegal face Iraq. Norway have Erling Haaland, one of the greatest strikers alive. This group will not be easy for anyone. All three top teams expect to qualify. Only 2 automatic spots are guaranteed. France are the better team, objectively, on paper, in every measurable way, but football is not played on paper. In 2002, Senegal had no right to beat France. They did it anyway. Tonight, Maine is fit, Koulibaly is ready, and a nation of football lovers is watching with one memory burned into their minds. Can Senegal shock France again? The history says, don't rule it out.